Okay, y'all, so we in round 7. So this is round 7. We went through round 1 through 6, of course, here on the YouTube channel. Y'all can check that out, of course. The title of this one is You Did This to Yourself. Okay, so round 7, I am playing white here against FM Nico Chasing, which I beat him already online in the not pro chess league. It was in the I beat him in the dang, bro. I beat him in the what was that? States Cup. The States Cup. So States Cup was a thing that was like, it was recent actually, in the last six months or last year, whatever. But we played the States Cup and I beat him. I was hype about that. Cool. I had the black pieces though, and I beat him with black. So this game I get white. So I'm like, bet, let's go. Is there a crossover for this tourney? It's not available anymore. Excuse me, but there was one. There was at the time. Test to dignify. But here we go. All right, so right. This is where you shine, not a move, right? Morty McFly. All right, so I played. So first off, I came off a loss in round 6. I was pissed. That was the game where, the title of that one was Stop Thinking So Hard. You can check that on the YouTube channel. Nice little thumbnail on there too. Wait till y'all see this thumbnail. Shout out to my thumbnail maker. So it's fire, bro. I really like that one. But it's the thing is I came off a hard loss, so I'm still, you gotta have short-term memory loss. But honestly, I was annoyed, and I was just like, I was just annoyed. I'm not even gonna lie, I was just annoyed and didn't want to be there because I lost that last game, and in a position where it was very tough, and I knew I was winning, so I was annoyed. So I was kind of playing fast here and just doing whatever. I was just playing. I was just literally moving, just like I don't care. That's how I felt this game. So let's see the game. Papo, thanks for the follow. All right, so we play e4, c5, c3, Cecile for the kill, right? He go here, knight f6, e5, right? Knight d5, d4, okay? And the reason why I'm fast forwarding this is because we've been here already. In fact, I got a draw with Q Bao Wang, which we already seen. I forgot what round that is. But here, the only reason and the only way that I can play this variation with knight to c3 is if I do very extensive engine work. By the way, shout out to Alexander Bortnik, who actually plays this. He has 3 different games in the database with this position. Now, you're actually, if you go and look at the other analysis we had before with this game, I'm just not supposed to play knight c3. It's just not the best move. It's not the greatest move, right? And because of what he played here. In fact, I got this same position twice in the same tournament, almost like MVL, playing the poison pawn and getting smacked every time he playing it. So switch it up. Or just get better in that kind of situation here. So here, knight c3, same thing, right? He takes it actually instead. This is what happened, right? So we get here, he takes on c3. Okay. Knight take, takes. He takes on e5 first, because this is the correct way to play. I take back and then takes, and then queen takes d8. We've actually been here before in a different round that you can check, of course, again on YouTube here. The Knight King. Yeah, Alexander Bortnik actually played, he has 3 games. One against Jeffrey Jean, and the other 2 I can't remember, but they was GMs as well. So I was like, shoot, if Bortnik can play this, I can too. But the thing is, I have to study it. I have to study the position, because this is generally just not what you want to go for out of the opening like this, unless I've actually won many games in this position. You'd be very surprised. When I looked at my my stats in this position, I actually have a very high win record. Not high win record, but I'm winning, and if I lose some, I've lost way less than I've won in this position, which is strange. But it's strange because I have experience here. Anything you have experience in, whether it's good or not, you're going to do better, basically. 3 awful pawns. In fact, it's only 2 if you think about this, because this one can be defended by f4. And this one is not isolated at all. In fact, it's only 2 isolated pawns versus these 2. So, but we have an open file to actually say as compensation, and the 2 bishops that can help. That's literally the only thing. And active pieces and trying to play quickly. But nevertheless, it's a super equal position. Unless you know what you're doing. Your voice sounds like Ethan Klein's. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I actually don't know who that is, though. B takes c3, and then bishop d7, and knight to d4. Thanks for the follow, Chessman 1963. Knight d4, and rook c8 out the way. So he plays rook c8. He's hitting my pawn. Now, literally, guys, I'm telling you, I was moving lightning fast. I honestly was just, psychological is a lot with chess, too, as well. Here, I was just really mad about the last game. And I was just making moves. I was just kind of playing it as a blitz game. This is a slow push game. And I'm playing this as a blitz game. I'm blitzing out my moves right now. Bishop g7, rook b1. Castles, these are all moves you usually make anyway. I just didn't feel like thinking, and I just started moving. b6, I play h4 very quickly. And then he plays f6 to break it up. Right, he takes on f6. And then I think I blundered right here. Immediately blundered And oh no, well shoot, h5 was a move. Thanks for the follow, bro. Lightning speed 900. So bishop takes. I played h5 because I'm just trying to do whatever here. I'm just moving extremely fast. He takes, then he plays bishop f5. Now after bishop f5, I actually was supposed to take this, but in fact, I jumped off the deep end with this next move and played king to e2, which I'm now losing material. Already losing material out the opening. And I was just like moving. I'm like, oh, let's play king e2. Is Nico chasing that FM? Yeah, he's an FM. Yeah, he's a feeding master. Right. So bishop f5. So I played king e2. But the reason why this is wrong, because I was just going to take here. But he found this move and I forgot about this. And I'm like, oh, he's hitting 2 pawns. So immediately I'm like, I'm already losing. And I was like, well, I mean, this, you did this to yourself. That was the name of the video. This is the name of the video. I did it to myself, literally. I just didn't want to play that much. Like, I just was not feeling this game here. And I was already, lit from the last game that I lost because of a position I should have won. And Nakamura says half short-term memory loss. I did not for this game. And I was just kind of blitzing through. I was just kind of pissed. I just wanted to really just get to the next game. But knight e6, bishop e3, right? So we get here. He takes on f4. I take. And now he's up a pawn. Bam. So now he's just up a pawn in a winning in game. Slightly. But he's up a pawn. So here, I'm still just kind of moving. Because, like, now I'm down a pawn. And, like, I'm just angry. I'm just angry here. Rook d8. You ever play angry chess, bro? Angry chess. You're not supposed to play angry chess. You know what I mean? Like, playing angry, you can get in a lot of trouble playing angry. You have to play solid chess, and like, your emotions can get the best of you. And when that happens, it will fail. You will tilt in many ways. Rook c7, angry chess is definitely a thing. Yeah, you play angry chess, bro, you're just gonna lose more games. So king e3, rook 4 to d7. And rook c1. I'm down literally, 2 pawns here. So I was like, okay, I was still trying to make it work. I play a4. And this was a boring game. That's all we flying through. This was boring. Like, from the beginning, right? Now, I know, of course, I can still play this. I can still play knight c3. I absolutely can. But it's not, I just don't want to anymore. So, there's many ways. It depends on who I'm playing, especially over the board too as well. But it depends on who I'm playing. Man declined a rook trade and endgame up a pawn. Well, actually, what happens is, in those rook kind of trades, what happens is, if he trades, it can help me a lot. The trades can actually help. If rook takes and rook takes, yeah, but then, if I can snatch these two, I'm actually in a drawing position, and I got a pass pawn. So, there's a lot I can do. This actually helps me a whole lot. In fact, it actually is beneficial for him to keep an extra rook on. So he went here, right? I'm down 2 pawns. He checked me up a little bit. Check up. Right. Rook d7, rook f1, king e6, rook c6, check. And I'm literally playing just not to lose here. But I already, like, the title of the video was like, you did this to yourself. Because literally I did here. Literally I did this to myself. Because I was playing super fast, not interested, just not thinking as much as I should have. Because of the last game as well. And this is it. In fact, after rook a3, I looked around the board and figured out I have no moves. If rook e3, then how am I gonna, like, rook e3 is terrible because takes, and then he just got 2 connected passers. That is always going to be a loss. So you can't do anything with that. King f2 actually ran into, like, mating threat. So if king f2, I'm almost mated. Rook d2, king back, and I think he can check again. Or he can go here, which was annoying. So now he got 2 rooks here. I can't defend it. This is ugly. This is just gross. Absolutely gross. Everything was gross about it. But of course, again, title of the video, I did this to myself because I went out of here and I could have played anything else, but I wanted to try him and test him, just like I did Q Bao Wang in the same tournament. I just wanted to try him without having the proper preparation to go for this. You're supposed to play bishop c4. This is the book move. You also have knight b to d2. You also have takes in g3, which is a newer c3 Sicilian line. Newer ways is like pawn takes in g3 and playing bishop g2. That's a very strange way, not played as much, but I like playing a knight c3 one. It's a gamble in a way, of course, especially in an over the board game. But my record with this now is 1 loss and 2 draws. So no wins, 3 games ever over the board with this position in particular. 2 draws, and both of them were against basically IMs. Q Bao Wang has 3 norms. He just don't have the rating for IM, but he got all 3 norms. I drew him. I drew Keaton Kiera from Cali. He IM, drew him and then lost the game. But this was a game where I just kind of blew it, just moving and not caring as much and just grossness. But This is playable, but I still haven't won a game with this over the board yet. Against strong competition, very, very strong, like IM and above. So, and FM too, FM and above. So here I was just blitzing through, which I shouldn't have. And you know, you did this to yourself. Title of the video. So dropped a pawn. I'm already losing here. And the next time I play this over the board, if I play this over the board next, it will be analyzed thoroughly to the point that I know every single move that the engine would play and every possibility, because you have to do that kind of, it takes that kind of work if you're going to play this kind of position. If you're going to play this kind of position, you have to put in the necessary work and the experience, because experience is huge. I mean, imagine, you know, it doesn't have to be the greatest position, but if you have more experience than the person you're playing against, a lot of times you can pressure them. You know what to do. You know what not to do. But you also could just switch to the bishop c4. And the reason why I like this is it's an element of surprise. It's a little bit different. Thanks for the follow, Noah Jack. Appreciate you. But this one, you know, this is today's video is pretty quick. Why? Because it's boring. Number one, it's super boring chess here. And then number two is I did this to myself. And, you know, it was easy. It was an end game. It was just straight up trade everything off and go to an end game. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for me. It kind of sucked. Just leave chess to the computers. I mean, in certain aspects, you not even leave chess. You leave chess to the computers to help you, and especially like here, you know how long it takes over the board and looking at other GM games to analyze this position, as opposed to me putting this on the engine and asking them, okay, what happens if this happens? What is the next 15 to 20 moves? Because that's how deep I like to prep, depth wise. You know, that's how you prep. Big boy prep takes. You know, what does it look like on move 25 and 30? I remember when Anish Giri was like, yeah, man, you know, and I had a novelty on move 35. I'm like, bro, novelty? You had a novelty on move 35. That means a whole new, brand new move. But y'all going to get to 35 through the theory, and then there's going to be a novelty. I'm going to hit him with something new once we get to move 35. That's insane. So I like to prep like that now. That's my source of prep a lot of times, especially if I know who I'm playing the next round. But that's what's going to happen here. You know, I'm going to have to prep this, you know, to move 30 if I'm ever going to play this again OTB over the board. You know, that's usually tough. How's the grind, Phil? It'll be good, Zomni. You already know it's an arms race. That's right. I can only imagine. Yeah. So, you know, this was round 7, guys. Quick video today. You did this to yourself, right? You know, thanks for the follow. Munch Crunch. Let's go. Yeah, it was a quick one. Quick video today. I was just playing too fast. Number 1, don't play too fast. You know, use your time. Number 2, don't let your emotions get to you in any way, shape, and form, if you can. Short-term memory loss from losses, even if they're hard losses like this one or in the last one. Tough games, and be prepped, you know. So yeah, this was this actually didn't happen. This was the last move, rook a3, and then I resigned here. But yeah, this was round 7. Now of course we got 2 more rounds to cover. We're gonna do that on YouTube, for the YouTube as well, but this was round 7.